Boom, and we are live, back again, another Thursday Trovo Academy, a little different hour. I'm your host Simon, alongside me, actually under me for today's stream is Benz, and today we have a special guest, Maggie. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. I'm Maggie from the Trovo team.
Maggie was
Really nice to be here.
Maggie was kind enough to join us in today's stream. Guys, we have amazing topics today prepared. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to join our Discord, join our Academy. Links down description below. We're gonna dive deep into what Maggie is behind the scenes, taking so much care about Trovo. I know you guys respect Maggie a lot. I have a lot of DMs that everybody loves what Maggie is doing behind the scenes. So I just wanted to tell you, Maggie, that your work is highly appreciated and goes very noticed. Not unnoticed, very noticed. Everybody knows that you are the MVP of Trovo. So I wanted to thank you for all the hard work.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Benz, welcome to you as well, Benz. How are you doing, Benz?
Hey guys, I'm doing all right, thank you. Thank you so much. It's a busy week for me, but I'm glad to be here. I'm always looking forward to seeing the community again. And as you mentioned, it's a really special stream that we have been looking forward for some while now. We have been talking about this stream and organizing it for you guys for quite some time now. It's great that it's finally happening.
Exactly. And how are you doing, Maggie? Sorry, I cut you off a little earlier. I'm sorry, I apologize.
No problem at all. I am so excited. Although I've also been on, several other Dev Corner streams, this is my first time to, join the Academy. And I really hope that what I prepared could be helpful to all of you.
Exactly. We have also questions prepared for if you guys are not familiar who Maggie is. Let's maybe start off with a little introduction. The first question is your first introduction ever to the streaming world, because I, for example, in the past mentioned that I know streaming since on TV, and I am very curious, when did you ever start being interested in streaming?
Should Ben start first? Professional streamers first.
I mean, what was your first introduction in terms of was it business? Did you ever try to stream yourself?
Oh, this question is specifically
yes,
for me.
Yes. You are a guest. We are every week. Everybody already knows that. Yes, exactly.
Got it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. To start with, I have never become a professional streamer, but I think found a lot of interest in gaming because I start working for a game publisher, publishing, and then continued to work on for Trovo for game live streaming. And before Trovo even come into place, we did do a lot of the gaming stuff in casual life, and we play a lot of games. And at the same time, sometimes you do get bored, playing the games or die again. And at that time, I was just thinking yeah, maybe we can do some casual live streaming while we are playing the games. I still remember my first ever live stream was for the game Sekiro. That was 3 years ago, and it just came out, and it was also very popular. A lot of streamers are playing it and dying hard, and it was really fun to watch. So I started as well, and yeah, it was also a very nice stream. I don't have a lot of viewers, 5 to 6, and most of them are just my colleagues who play with me, but it was just really fun, and I get the kind of vibe immediately. And starting from that moment, I've got a lot of interest in game live streaming. And later, when I have to pick a specific product to work on, I think Trovo was a great idea. At that time, Trovo was just still an idea, and this is where we are right now with Trovo.
Exactly. That is amazing to hear. That I didn't even know you streamed yourself. Benz, did you ever stream yourself?
No, the Academy was the first stream I did. I don't think I think I was present in streams, but other people's streams, as sort of being behind the camera, just harassing them while they were playing or something like that. But no, not on my own official stream like you guys. I'm surrounded by streamers at the moment.
That is amazing to hear from my point of view, that someone behind the scenes that is working on such a huge project like Trovo also tried to stream herself and has some knowledge and experience from her own streams. Let's maybe transition into the second question that we have prepared. What is your current job at Trovo?
Cool. Yeah. I think a lot of you guys do know, I am the product manager of Trovo. and I've also been a product manager since Trovo starts. So basically, I know every feature, and so that's why if you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. I will definitely try my best to answer them. So right now, I am still, continue working on, developing different kind of features for our streamers, and also at the same time, we do a lot of the, community communication. We, reply to bug reports, feature suggestions, and we organize monthly events and celebrate all different festivals and travels. So that's what I do on a daily basis right now at Trovo.
That is great to hear. Vance, you would like to add maybe something about the Maggie job, or can we proceed to the next question?
I think you can proceed. I think she described it pretty well.
That is amazing. Guys, this is, I always compare it, for example, because if you go to like a massive company like YouTube and you want like to reach someone that is actually behind the developing things, you have no chance in actually interacting or giving them a suggestion. Meanwhile, on Trovo, we're going to show it a little bit later. We have segments prepared for that. You can directly almost talk to Maggie. Like if you write a suggestion or a bug, Maggie is going to reply to you. So make sure you guys utilize it. We're going to talk about it a little bit later in the stream. Next question is, so why Trovo, Maggie? Why, in your opinion, there are people out there, streamers out there, content creators out there, should turn their head towards Trovo and take it maybe a little bit more seriously and see it as a competitor on the market?
That's a very good question, a very big question as well. I think maybe I can just comment from my personal feelings, not like big talks which might take 10-20 minutes. I personally just feel like this whole team is very unique. We are very close to each other, we're very tight, and we are very close to the streamers. Like for example, for me, I think the most meaningful thing working for Trovo every day is basically I talk to different streamers every single day. I visit the streamers' live rooms every single day. So that made me feel very close. And we are not a super big platform for sure, but it's because that we are still this small and tight. We do have a lot of minings, a lot of connections, and I also can directly hear from streamers what they're thinking about everything we do. If I release a new feature that I work on, I can directly hear their feedbacks, comments, positive or negative, and I can directly react to that and make optimizations. So that's this very close connection that made me feel that Trovo is very different, and I've always been feeling like in this team I am growing together with the streamers. So I hopefully that would also be something unique for all the streamers currently streaming on Trovo. Yeah, that's the thing I think is most unique. And at the same time, from the product itself or from the platform itself, I do feel there's a lot of competitive points for Trovo to be different in the market. On the one hand, we do have a lot of resources because of Trovo's mother company. We have a lot of game resources that may play important roles in the future in the entire market. And at the same time, we I think we also do have a lot of passion and long-term destination to invest in the live streaming market. So these things will make this the Trovo platform very stable in the long run. And one last thing is that I also think Trovo is not gonna stop at being a live stream platform. Like what I'm going to follow up talking about, like the space we want to build, what we really want to build is the game streaming society, the game streaming community. So it starts with live streaming, but it can also extend to everyday live communication, the community, etc. So I think these things will make Trovo stand out from all other live streaming platforms in the market.
Yes, I exactly 100% agree with you on there, because I feel like the other platforms that are already big out there already stagnated kind of. People already know what they expect for them, but Trovo is still developing, growing, and it's an all-in-one stop for content creators, for gamers. Even if your streamer is offline, right now you have Trovo Spaces that we're going to talk about this in a second in the stream. Trovo has insane plans for the future, and that's the key, that it's constantly developing, it's constantly growing, and you can participate actively in roundtable meetings, have direct contact to the people behind the scenes that are deciding on these things. I always tune in and like vote on A, B, C, and which layout I like the most. I really like it because I feel included, and that's how streamers should feel on the platform, that there are there's, for example, Dr. Disrespect goes to YouTube, and he always complains that nobody listens to him, that he wants to improve the streaming side of YouTube, but nobody is there listening to him and his suggestions. Meanwhile, on Trovo, if you actually go to the support section and if you lead your feedback, you are going to be heard. That is a key factor and key element that is working in Trovo's favor for sure.
Yeah, I think you got a great point there in terms of like the future and the development of the site. For me, I got a sort of feeling of Trovo at the moment has like the both goods of like a big company, as Maggie mentioned, the mother company, which provides a lot of resources for Trovo, as well as sort of like a startup aspect of it, since like there are constantly new features added. Like Trovo can react very fast to what the community says, and I think the developer corner, what we're doing as well, is a great place for offering the community to give us feedback, as well as you mentioned, like the support channels, which will dive into a little bit more detail in the upcoming slides.
Exactly. Let's maybe talk about a little bit about the Trovo and Trovo Space, the somewhat recent update. Let's maybe watch first the promotional video that I love this video. It captures literally everything that Trovo is trying to do. Where is everybody? Just like Leon says, where is everybody? If someone is not streaming, hey, there is Trovo Space. You can hop in to different... Trovo right now, just like Leon says, never goes offline, right?
Yes.
Never be alone. We see a different utilization. There are chat rooms, there are video rooms, there are panel rooms. Let's just watch maybe this promotion video, and we're gonna transition and dissect this video into like talk briefly a little bit about different categories that this video covers.
I love the characters, by the way. Like the Trovo. Is it the lizard, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah, the Trovo lizard is really cool. Yeah.
Our design team worked hard on all these 5 characters. They're called the Leon Squad.
I don't assume it took like 1 hour to put this together. Like it definitely, and I'm sure chat can see it. Like the end quality is really nice.
Exactly. The Trovo Space video is insanely good. I love it a lot. And let's maybe dissect it a little bit and talk briefly about the different sections of Trovo Space, what exactly it has to offer. Let's maybe start with the with the chat rooms, right? So you can right now, even if the streamer is offline, you can create multiple chat rooms for your subs to engage, for your moderators to engage. You can have separate room for different categories. You can create roles. Let's say you want some MVPs in your stream that have access to this exclusive room. You can do that. What else can we do in the Trovo chat rooms in Trovo Space?
Yes, and
Oh, sorry.
thanks.
Did you want to add something about the chat rooms?
No. Yeah, I can add at the last.
Okay. So then we transition to the live room, which is the room that people are already more familiarized with from Trovo, because Trovo was previously just known as the streaming platform, right? So live room is your room that you're seeing the streamer that is currently live. That is your live room. Then you have also the video room. Even this stream that we're currently streaming on Trovo is going to be available in the video room. So if you missed something and you want to rewatch it, hey, go to the video room. Again, all in one place, all in one stop for content creators. It's not just a streaming platform. You have all these different sections, all these different rooms. Panel room, for example, to upload your custom graphics. And yeah.
And I think it's also here it's important to mention our other channels where they can find more content, like the great videos that you create, Simon. I think you don't have to be so humble about them, and I think we can mention those here as well.
Benz, I think that those are on YouTube, Benz. We're trying to talk about the Trovo Space. This is for example. This is for example a beautiful This is a panel room that is from the promotion video, right? But this is the panel room, official panel room from the Trovo official channel. Look how great it looks. Like previously you couldn't customize your room like that. Now you have this entire space to customize to your own likings, create unlimited chat rooms, drag and drop them, create unlimited panel rooms. Just be like, I think it's like I mentioned already, an all-in-one stop for creators, and that they can, if they have a vision, they can create this vision and utilize on Trovo to their best advantages, right? And again, the last slide of this presentation, Trovers anywhere, anytime, live and hype. Do you want to add something regarding the Trovo space, Maggie?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I can kind of share our thoughts about why we started work on the Trovo space, because from our understanding about the streamers' need, like ultimately they will need to grow their own community and try to stay this kind of connection with their community. And that's not only about going live. Sometimes it'll extend to the offline scenarios. For the streamers, they will not only need to care about the content when they are live, they also need to edit the videos, upload them to get more exposure, to choose the highlights. And also they sometimes need to manage in chat rooms, to let their fans know when they will go live next. And they will also need to answer some of the questions from their fans from time to time. So all these different kinds of needs that we start to understand from the streamer side, we hope to have something that could solve them all. So that would expand from only the live streaming scenario to the entire successful live streaming carrier. And that's why we decided to expand the live room or just the live platform into the whole space concept. This is to facilitate the streamers to do whatever they want in order to enable them to have a successful career as a streamer. So that's why we build the live room, the video room, the chat room, and the panel room, because those rooms kind of conceptualize all of the most basic elementary needs of the streamers to try to be connected to their audience, to their fans. And we just want to make sure, like, whatever the needs, these needs can always be fulfilled within the Trovo platform. So that's where we start with. And also we think, like, fundamentally Trovo is a platform that we provide all different kinds of tools to help the streamer growth. And hopefully space could be a holder to all these tools, where when you enter space, you can find all these tools to help you grow, to start from scratch, and to ultimately become a very successful creator.
That is great to hear. Any thoughts, Benz?
Mm-hmm.
No, I this is like, I haven't done a deep dive into it, so I'm just listening, taking it all in. But I think it's a great new tool. I definitely like the aspect of bringing the community together when they are offline. I think that was really useful. And when we were creating a stream, for example, for Trovo, we were having issues of, like, we had, I don't know, 7,000 followers at the moment at Trovo, and we were having issues of how to let the community know about some new stream ideas, some new promotions, etc., and how to engage with them, and that we were not streaming, to do it like every day when we didn't have the possibility to go live. And many of these features definitely solves them. Especially, and in terms of the panel room, I think the graphics and the visuals are a lot more innovative than what we have seen in other platforms at the moment.
Exactly. I see a lot of questions in the chat how to reach support, so we're just going to briefly cover it as well. So if you guys want to reach support, navigate to the top right corner in your browser, and from here you scroll down to select support and resources. If you click on it, you will have access. This is like by far my favorite button to click on the because it gives you so much: support center, bug reports, suggestions, announcement, patch notes, brands, assets, developer API, why Trovo, and Trovo Academy itself. If Fatal Ring with 5 gifted subs, appreciate it. And here, once you click support, you get teleported directly to the Trovo space And from here, you can type in your suggestions. Hey, I have a suggestion. This is how I see you could improve on stuff. Hey, I have a bug to report. This is what, for example, I would like changed in the Trovo platform. You can directly go here and make sure to use it, because you will have access to the people that actually make the decisions and will take your opinion seriously. I go there, and I know that I'm gonna be heard out, right? You have a section for payment issues, questions and answers. There is a segment for everybody. So if you have any issue regarding Trovo Space, your Trovo account, anything, make sure to go there and use that to your advantage. So the next topic.
Yeah, I also.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, just to add on, yeah, I also think like the one important benefit about it is that all the information are transparent. So maybe looking at others' problem will also help you, you know, to solve your own ones. So I think this way, like trying to make every information transparent and to help one another would create a very good vibe.
Exactly.
Oh, thanks, Rai.
Thank you for the capsule as well. We have some gifted subs, we have some capsule. Amazing that you guys are tuning in. We are superbly happy that Maggie is here with us, because, like I mentioned, Maggie makes the big shots, guys. She will listen. If you have her ear, she will definitely reply to you, and she will definitely take your suggestions serious. I can vouch for it, because even like a year ago, I contacted Maggie about something, and she replied to me like without a problem. So this is unheard of on any other massive platform. So make sure you use that to your advantage. So the next topic we're going to talk is the PK Arena. So let's maybe briefly transition into that. So can you tell us about a little more about the PK Arena, Maggie?
Sure. I think it's most of the streamers should be quite familiar with it, because it has happened for 2 seasons, and right now it's the 3rd season that we're having this new gameplay. So basically, it's a 1v1 arena, a 1v1 battle, as I can simply put it. But I think the more important thing about this gameplay is about, you know, meeting other streamers and also rallying your own community, you know, towards a target to do something that's meaningful. Because I think because a lot of streamers do daily live streaming, and it's possible like the viewers they want to support the streamers a lot, but they don't know how. They also want to help the streamers to grow on the platform and do whatever they can to support the streamer. And I personally think there will be no better form than PK, because it's about, you know, all of the viewers can help the streamer win something that's really meaningful. And this kind of winning can not only help the streamers gain some extra resources on the platform, the rewards like elixirs, but can also you know, let the streamer be exposed to other people. And sometimes for the 2 people that are matched together, this is also a very good opportunity for you to get to know new streamers. So I think it's a very interesting gameplay. So that's why we introduced it like 2 months ago to the platform. And we also followed very closely on the feedbacks from both streamers and viewers. And we're happy to know that a lot of streamers do find it really interesting to participate in it. And more importantly, I think, is about the viewers' feedback. I think we still receive some feedbacks from streamers that they might have concerns of participating in such kind of events because they haven't ever done it before and don't know what's the best way to utilize it. But the majority of the feedbacks from the viewers are very positive because they found it a very meaningful way for them to support the streamers through such kind of events. So that also gave us more confidence on the whole gameplay, because I think as long as the gameplay helps, you know, strengthen the kind of connection between the streamers and viewers, then it's definitely gonna be a good thing, a good tool, a good gameplay. So we are also, you know, 100% sure that we're going to further optimize this gameplay in the future, and yeah, try to make it better and more easy to use for the streamers. And on the streamer side, because it's, you know, Academy, I think my tip or my, you know, own understanding is just try to relax. never important about whether you win or lose a game. It's about enjoying this kind of time that you and your viewers are rallying together towards the same goal, and this is already meaningful enough. So yeah, and also take this opportunity to express gratitude to the supporters. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing and most interesting thing that will be happening during the PK.
Exactly. PK Arena sounds amazing. There are special spells. There are special badges. You guys can see the graphics right now on your screen. Is the live arena PvP like the mode enabled by default, or people have to enable it manually right now?
Yes, it's enabled by default.
Okay, that's great.
If you if you want to have a rest, you can always turn the toggle off.
Okay, and what is the level of a streamer that is required to participate?
Oh, it's level 2 right now. We want to make sure the streamer is the size of the community is not too small, that for a better experience during the PK.
That is amazing. Any thoughts, Benz?
Yeah, I wanted to say I think there is like this feature definitely connects to some of the points that we have been raising as the Academy of how a streamer can grow and how they should be introducing themselves to new communities and reaching there, as we are using the phrase stream viewer. I think Maggie, you briefly mentioned or pointed out that it's a great way to collaborate with other streamers, and I think that's a really good aspect, that you can meet other streamers that you normally don't communicate with, show yourself in front of their community, and it gives you a chance as a streamer to reach new audiences, and grow your own community and build a network basically with streamers, like-minded people, etc. So I think that's one of the best part of it, even though if maybe your community doesn't win, or it's still going to be a great experience for you, and it's still going to enable you to get bigger and get one step closer to make this your day job sort of.
Exactly. And if you guys, I read some suggestions in the chat. If you guys have any suggestion how to improve the PK Arena, again, just like we showed you, navigate to the Trovo official space and leave your feedback there. You're definitely going to be heard. I heard this. I read some feedback from Jezas. I read you guys' comments constantly. We just don't have enough time to address everybody right now. There's going to be a little segment of Q&A section at the end of the stream, so make sure if you have some questions, formulate them right now in your head, because in around 15 minutes we're going to move to that section, and we're going to be covering more of the questions from the chat. But right now we have some more material prepared, including a little sneak peek preview. I honestly, Maggie sent me the screenshot. I was like, whoa, what is this? What's going on here? So maybe let's reveal it. This is a new upcoming feature on Trovo, never seen before. First time on Trovo Academy. Let's transition into it. Space member level and fun badge. Maggie, what can you tell us about this?
Definitely. I'm gonna guarantee you this is fresh, because it's basically just, finalized, and I almost just grab it from the designer's hand and just send it to Simon. This is called the space member level. Basically, I think or a lot of streamers have requested, like, we have something that can help to reflect the loyalty level of their users, and the streamers will want to reward the most loyal viewers in their space. And that's why we came up with this member level. And for every day, the members can actually level up by doing all the different kind of tasks. That would include watching both live or videos, and also chatting in the live stream or chatting chat room. And that would also include casting mana spells, casting elixir spells, and subscribing. So all of these active behaviors in the space will help the viewer level up in the streamer's space. And by leveling up, streamers can also help them unlock a lot of the unique benefits within their own spaces. For example, I think there are a lot of things that the streamers requested, like a custom subscriber badge. That's the fan badge, and also the nickname color. And all of these benefits we will be granting to the streamers to offer to their most loyal fans. So And other than that, there will also be badge display and some welcome message. And streamers can also customize what level they want the welcome message to be displayed to give out to the most loyal users as a reward. Yeah, and that's for the left part where users will see about the space quest. That's the space member level.
So that is the guys.
And on the
stream,
right,
sorry to interrupt you, Maggie. The left screenshot that you see, that is what the viewers are gonna see, and the right screenshot is what the streamers are gonna see. So there's two different interfaces right there.
yeah, and to further explain on the streamer vision, you'll see the analytics, you'll see the ranking. Basically, you will very easily understand who's the most loyal supporters in your space, and you can also see like how many people are in which level and how many fans are newcomers. And for that, you'll be very easily understand your entire fan base. So that will help the streamers a lot, getting connected to to their viewers. And according to their levels, I think you can also do all kinds of interactions. For example, offering some privileges or interactive opportunities to level 5 or above, so that the users will be very motivated to watch you more, to chat more in order to level up. And that's a very good way to engage all of the viewers.
Wow, this all sounds so amazing. I just don't even. So you gain points by spending elixir, gifting subs, watching video. So the video room comes into play, because I know previously people were asking about Trovo 500 that only watching the live stream counts for it. Right now we'll have an additional space quest which will reward people for watching the video. So utilizing the video room that we covered in the Trovo space section a little bit earlier. Also for chatting and casting mana. So that is 6 different quests, right?
Yeah, and also I see the question in the chat about what level will a streamer have to be to unlock the space member level. It's gonna be for every single streamer.
Oh, that is great to hear. I was just about to ask that as well. Someone stole my question. Benz, any thoughts about this?
I love the aspect that we can basically have the opportunity to customize the structure of the community for the streamer to see better analytics in terms of how strong their community are, who are the users who are turning up. I think it also offers an opportunity to reward the people who are turning up every time, who are contributing to the streamers community. So I think that will give us a chance, again, connecting to what we are teaching and what we are learning, to give more rewards to the people who are, as I think Maggie phrased it, loyal fans of the stream.
Yeah, this all looks amazing. And again, Trovo is innovating, Trovo is growing, Trovo is trying new things. Like, again, it's not stagnant. It is constantly growing. I love it. I love this. When can we expect this feature to be out, Maggie? Is there like a date maybe?
I think end of next month. So October, yeah. We'll try our best.
Okay, so around 2 months from now? Would say?
Yeah.
All right, so 2 months from now, guys, you are already getting this a sneak peek here in Trovo Academy live stream. Damn, insane. I am super excited that you decided to share this with us and that we can share this with the community. Guys, if you have some questions right now, there is this is the segment that we're going to be taking questions from the chat. Let's maybe hear some questions from the chat. Do you guys have any questions to Maggie? I've read again some suggestions for the PK Arena. Make sure to go to the official Trovo space, leave your feedback. And keep in mind that you're going to be heard, but it doesn't equate to Trovo is actually going to implement it, right? You have to articulate why you would like this change, what's your reasoning for it, and you're going to definitely be heard. So if you have any suggestions, make sure to go there. In the meantime, Bez, maybe you have a question to Maggie.
Also, I think I can answer one that I previously saw about the PK Arena, about, right now, most of the donations will be happening at the last couple of seconds, maybe 10 to 30 seconds. Yeah, that is actually a problem as well, because a whole PK lasts for 20 minutes. We want to make the whole process more interesting. It's not only about, asking for donation in the last 30 seconds. or something. So we might make more kind of gameplays during the middle. Like for example, at the first 5 minutes, you'll get a special buff pop out, and the two team can PK on that buff, and we can even have some special buff rewards, like you can silence the other channel in donation for 10 seconds, or you can boost your own channel donation for several seconds, like those things, to make it much more fun. And also, I think like previously, we've already put the picture where you can actually share your screen during the PK. So that was also something we are planning to work on, but only when streamers feel ready. If they are willing to get to know more people through the PK, they can choose to share their screen, and like both screens will be put on the same stream, and the audience of both streamers will be able to see each other's community. So I think that would also be a kind of interesting interaction as well.
Yeah. By the way, I do have a question. So I was thinking about when you mentioned the live room where people can watch basically the streams and content could be uploaded. I know that the streamers can see really detailed statistics of their streams and analytics and viewer retention, etc. Are you guys planning to roll something out for the other content as well, so the streamer can actually see which stream was successful even after it was offline, so you can see like which parts of the stream they rewatched, what they was interested for the users, so they can actually learn from it and improve their streams that way?
That's actually a very interesting idea. Yeah, if we are able to offer such kind of educational analytics, I think that'll be very helpful. Yeah, but we'll need to see like if we have enough data to do so, and how we are going to visualize it, because I think it's that's going to be a lot of analytics and educational work. But actually, I think that's a very interesting idea. I also remember like if it's for videos, there are also for a lot of video platforms, there are a lot of different mature analytics tools to help you understand what kind of content will be most intriguing to your viewers. And I think if we can enhance such kind of tools, definitely we can better facilitate our streamers to grow. Yeah, I think it's a very interesting idea.
That's exactly why I was asking, because I think where Trovo, the evolution of Trovo sort of was coming from, that the streamer is offering for the community, the sponsors basically streaming experience. That was it. And now we are turning it into and offering these other services that basically a streamer is able to communicate offline in other like text, pictures, videos, etc. with the community, and potentially communicate the sponsors' messages, which is obviously a great option or possibility for the streamer. And that's where my idea or my question was sort of coming from, that I think even if there are similar tools provided for the analytics, it can be definitely useful to see how much value these content make, and then he can even sometimes maybe the content offline after it's done, it can be even more valuable than when it was actually streamed, possibly.
Thank you guys, by the way, for all the support in the chat, for all the Elixir cast. Maggie is a product manager, not a content policy manager, so make sure to keep the questions product related. I have a question for you, Maggie, from Charlie the Modbot. Will a streamer have the ability to control member level and fun badge, or will it be done automatically?
Sure, that's a very nice question. We've also thought about it, and we've decided to keep it automatic at first and see, how much request there is to, to customize the top points. So at the first stage when we release it, it's gonna be automatically calculated. But later on, we'll see about the customization needs.
Another question from the chat from Slightly Wilson. Would it be possible to have a PK overlay to add to OBS? I multi-stream and it would help to make it visible on other platforms. So what this person is asking, like, would it be possible during multi-streaming to advertise PK Arena somehow so people can see it as an overlay and maybe transition over from watching maybe on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, over to Trovo?
That's really good to know that you're interested in, added to OBS. Yes, I think that's definitely doable. So we'll see, when to plan on having it, being able to add as an overlay.
Another question from the chat I read from Koblov. Are there going to be any changes to the rocket spell? Are there any planned changes to the rocket spell?
So you mean the spell
Yes.
rocket and the top rocket?
Yes.
So there are indeed some of the things in the planning. So on the one thing, we are going to strengthen the discoverability of the spell rocket spot on the front page. I think a lot of people do complain, like previously, about after the space update, the boost rocket space got a little bit squeezed because of the space limitation, and we are planning on adding another specific place on the front page to increase the discoverability of the spell rocket boost. So that is to make the spell rocket that all streamers earn by receiving mountain rockets more valuable and more helpful in bringing new volumes to your streamers. And that's one thing. And the other thing is that we are also going to add the top rocket, which will have an effect of 10 minutes top banner recommendation to more gameplay, so that there will be more opportunities for streamers to gain the top rocket from different kind of gameplays. And when they use them on their own manually, they can see like exactly how they are being boosted to the front page. So I think that would be a very cheerful moment for the entire streamers community. So that's another thing we're planning on.
I do have a question for you, Maggie, regarding the PK Arena. So if I understand correctly, the matching of the streamers is currently automatic based on the level they are, right?
There are a number of the logics. So to start with, we will matching the streamers that have similar winning times within the PK Arena itself. And secondly, we will also match streamers with similar languages and as well as game categories, so that they are more likely to be streamers that are alike. And thirdly, if both streamers haven't been playing the PK for a long time and they don't have any kind of these past records, we will be matching them according to their size. That's ACU level, followers levels as well. So there are a number of the factors that are taken into consideration when we match two streamers during the PK.
But my point is, it is automatic, right? So it's the system makes the matches. Yeah. Because what came to my mind in terms of this, like I mentioned, that I love about this is the collaboration factor. If you ever considered or considering a feature edit to this, which is sort of like challenging another streamer, because as like I'm coming from the Hungarian gaming scene, and there are most of the streamers in the region, they know each other. They might be different size, but they still play together sometimes or want to get to know each other, etc. And maybe adding like sort of like sending a request, or even it could be a video request that they can post on the Trovo space, challenging the other streamer. Like I feel like this feature could add a lot of content to the platform, as well as opportunity for them to collaborate too.
I am glad you asked, because that is something in the planning as well. We're gonna work on invite PK. It's like as if we've already talked about it, but no.
You see, Simon, I'm rolling it.
Like I'm doing everything else. You came up with a nice question. All right, I give you that one, Bez. I have a question from.
I'm taking over the product team now.
maybe you're gonna. maybe Maggie DM'd you this idea. Here, Bez, ask me this. I don't know, Bez.
I'm reading the cheat sheet,
So Visant asks, hello, please tell me why the maximum number of streamers I can follow is 2,000. That is an uncommon question, but listen, I'm reading everything in the chat.
Is 2,000 not enough?
Maybe Visant is a super fan of Trovo, and he wants to just sub and follow everybody.
Yeah, I think that was only because at the beginning we need to have a cap of due to storage reason. and 2,000 was kind of a random thing that we think would definitely be enough for most of people. Yeah, but yeah, it's shocking to know that 2,000 is not enough.
Yes, it was just a sensible number. Shortcut asked, and I'm going to answer this one in a little bit, but just like I always try to read everything. Shortcut asked, I've seen some negativity about the use of Trovo treasure boxes to help streamers grow to hit their goals with Trovo. How would you respond to that sort of criticism? And so, Shortcut, from my opinion, and being on Trovo for 2 years as a streamer, the treasure boxes changed dramatically, and right now you don't even get watch hours do not count if someone discovers you from the discovery box. So people using and putting a lot of elixir in the discovery box, I don't even know if they're fully aware that the hours do not count from the discovery box, and that is 100% confirmed, and Maggie can confirm it as well, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Confirm again. Yeah, I think from the product perspective, treasure box is simple. Its main purpose is for, on the one hand, discoverability, box scanning, discoverability. On the other hand, community box, rewarding your own community with giveaways. So these two utilities, we want to do it, as good as possible to make the tools as, user-friendly as possible. But other than that, if it is used for any other purpose, I don't think we should encourage it, and we will try to make sure, like from the product perspective, we get you restricted. I think we've already added plenty of restrictions, the numbers, the elixir amount restriction, and and we are still continue to add more, just to make sure like it is being utilized in the right way.
Exactly. I think it's also about the perception of it, because you guys, I understand the negativity around it, and I can definitely fully understand it, but also think of the positive aspects of it. For example, you make box for your community, someone from your community has birthday, you can make people just randomly as a hype thing type, hey, happy birthday, Benz, right? Because trust me, nobody would call Benz on his birthday, right? Like, Benz, come on, like if I don't call you, who's gonna call you, Benz?
Because of our guest, I'm not going to react to that.
Exactly, don't react, Benz, all right? It was just a one-off joke. That's it. I'm capping on that. But yeah, definitely I see a lot of positive uses for the boxes. And again, if you guys have any feedback, make sure to go to Trovo official Trovo space and use the suggestion, right? And like Maggie said, the Trovo treasure boxes were changed plenty of times throughout the previous months. So definitely Trovo, I think, improved greatly there. And I do agree with Maggie. They are definitely in a better spot right now than they've been. And no more comments regarding that. Again, I'm redirecting you to the support section, and make sure to articulate your reasoning behind it and what you would like to see. For example, change the maximum hours from 5 hours to 4 hours because XYZ, right? Like, don't be like, oh, treasure box is bad, right? Like, it doesn't achieve a lot. So Urban Mechanic asks,
Sorry, Simon, just to react to chat myself. Like, guys, yes, I am lonely. Make sure you follow the channel so our community grows and I'm no longer lonely. So that's the best call to action you're gonna get today. Simon, please go on.
Follow the channel, join our Discord, Trovo Academy. Discord is a separate one. It's a separate one. If you want to wish Ben's happy birthday, you can do it directly through our Discord.
October 1st, guys. October 1st. Write it up. Don't forget it. I'm sure Simon will, but hopefully you guys won't.
I already forgot, Benz. Listen. Urban Mechanic asks, I'm not sure if this is a correct question for this area. Is there a plan for better or an integration of plugins with resources such as Stream Deck or Touch Portal to allow the streamer ease of flow in his or her creator workspace? I really do like this question, and this is definitely the place to ask this question right now. Great question, appreciate it.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna add it to my homework to, try to understand more about the Stream Deck and other kind of plugins. I think we previously also hear, similar suggestions, but we also want to understand like how much requests there are from the entire streamer community, and if it's helpful, we'll definitely seek out to these plugin developers and see if there could be any possible kind of integration. Sometimes they'll need to integrate us, sometimes we'll need to integrate them. So that's I mean the development where we'll need to see specifically.
Hello? I think there's an echo from you, Maggie.
Hello? Is it getting better now?
So.
Yeah, I think it's better right now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Pilar Sita asks, how long does it take for Trovo 10,000 award to be delivered? A friend already has 11,000 and haven't received an email. And I don't know if Maggie knows an answer to this, but as far as I am aware, didn't Trovo stop the 10,000 reward?
Yeah, I think from a certain date on, there will no longer be rewards sent out. But I don't know if your friend actually got that reward before that. If she did, then we will still be sending out them.
Exactly, and we're not aware of the fully to satisfy you with answers. So again, I'm going to redirect you to the Trovo official space. Make sure to drop that question, link the channel that is in question, and you're going to get an answer from a person that has fully qualified, and you're going to get your help there. Any more questions from you, Benz, maybe to Maggie, while I scroll through the chat?
Not product related at the moment. I think she answered all the questions that I had. So I'm just thinking right now.
So Nick Snow asks, is there any bug in Trovo? Because I've been in the top 3 of throwing elixir to streamers in Arena PK, but still, even when we win, I don't get buffs. Nix, if you encounter a bug, make sure again to go to the Trovo support section. There is a bug section, report it, show your screenshot, what is expected to happen, what is not happening, and you're gonna definitely get help from there.
Yeah, and also for the PK arena buff, I'd also like to explain a little bit, because we've also spotted some, cheating behaviors with the buff. So we've temporarily stopped the extra rewards, and when we, clear the entire investigation, we might put them back on. Yeah, so that's why currently you might not see the PK buff sent out due to this reason.
Also, I just saw in chat that we missed a question about Gua was asking if you're planning to add extra monetization tools with ads or something like that.
Yeah, I also saw that one talking about ads. Yeah, I think if you do watch Trovo a lot, you do see like we are doing some kind of ads testings, ads trials with some of our partners. So we, of course, want to see what's the overall results. And if turns out well, we'll then further on working at, features like ads marketplace, where streamers can, on their own get ads and put in their own spaces and get monetized for these ads. So this will be in a step-by-step pace. And right now we are in the first step of this kind of platform ads trial.
Yeah, great question, Gu. Thank you for checking the stream out. Simon, I think it's.
I have a question from the chat. I actually have 2 questions. They're pretty similar because they're shop related. So the first question, shop related, is, for example, is there going to be a way to unlock past emoticons that were previously available on the, let's say, through the event, but now maybe someone wants to spend elixir to unlock it? Is there going to be like a shop, like a special place for the emoticons unlock? And then maybe second part of the question, if it's not too much, is there going to be official Trovo store for like a Leon plushie or some merchandise or stuff like that in planning?
Thank you for the interest. Actually, yeah, these emotes for past events, we haven't really thought about, bringing them back. But now that there's such kind of interest, we might think about some, comeback events and see if we can have some other future events that allow all our users to unlock them again, or see what will be a good way to let the users who like them to be able to unlock them again. But again, thanks for liking them. And yeah, for the souvenirs, for the, the Trovo plushie stuff, Again, thanks for your interest, but right now we are only sending them out as, rewards for our streamers for different kind of events. The main reason is still because of the logistic cost, because we have streamers all around the world, and right now basically the transportation is costing more than the cost of these plushies and t-shirts. But yeah, in the future we've already started setting up an online store for it. When it's done, we might need also to figure out the transportation issue. But I think in the future we definitely will try to see if it's feasible for us to directly sell all those souvenirs to everybody.
So
If you,
yeah.
And
if Maggie, you take. Oh, sorry.
and
Go ahead.
also
Go ahead.
and also I think for our regional teams, they might be organizing a lot of live events in the future, and they will be carrying a lot of super souvenirs with them. So if you're nearby, maybe just join one of those local events, and you very likely you will be getting these things for free.
Exactly, I wanted to mention that because I attended the PGA at Poland, because I'm from Poland, guys, if you didn't know that. And there've been giveaways for hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, a lot of merchandise. So if you see an offline Trovo event anytime, anywhere in your area, make sure to attend it, and there's gonna be insane amount of giveaways, trust me.
Yeah, I just wanted to recommend the product for the plushies. Like, I'm definitely sure if you have like a Simon plushie, that would be, the sales would be top of the roof. So if I can make that recommendation, I'm sure chat can be agreed that everybody needs a Simon at home. So
You're actually this lonely, huh,
keep it in
Vance? You're actually this lonely.
If I could get like a real size you next to me in all the streams, like that would be a dream come true for me.
I'm like 6'2".
I mean, it would be a big plushie.
Oh, okay, all right. So I have a question from Jesus. Is it possible to make items in a bag without the time limit? Like, for example, PK Arena buff, so mana elixir, elixir skills. It looks strange when you win something and forget to spend it, and it just deleted after like 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, I think the major reason we have an expiration date is because if like for some events, the event stuff stay for more than a year, and using in the next year event, that's kind of weird. So we put an expiration date to all of the items in my bag, and all the expiration date are the same. I think we do added a lot of alerts, like whenever the item is going to expire in 7 days and 3 days, you should be receiving a notification if you turn on the item alerts kind of notification to remind you to use them ASAP. But I think from a storage perspective, we really need to add an expiration date for the items, not to make them permanent for all of them. And hopefully that's understandable.
Exactly. So there is a reason behind it, and if you do not want to miss out on your items, there is a notification, a reminder that you can turn on, so you do not miss out on those free items. I think that's a great answer. Is there any more questions from the chat, guys? Because we're already over an hour into this stream. So if you guys have any more questions, I'm gonna give you like 20 more seconds to come up with them. Fatal Rain has a question. How do we continue to provide the enjoyment of boxes to our communities and growth without being punished from viewership from foreign trovers that potentially will change our region? So I think he wants to do a specific language box, and the question is regarding that.
Or a geo box potentially.
Yeah, I think for that one, personally, I would think like to make the boxes mostly for your own community, so that you can make a lot of the custom boxes. For example, you can offer the chance for your viewers to play a game with you as a custom reward for these things. You will be less likely to attract the people that only come to hunt for elixirs. That will make the chances of attracting viewers that's not targeted least likely. And also, I would suggest you to choose the language targets when you set up a treasure box. For example, if you speak English, and you can only talk to English viewers. You can set up English as your target user language, so that only users who use the display language English will be able to see those boxes. That would also help to avoid the chances of, other language speaking users joining the box, and as a result, interfering the data calculation.
I understand. Is it even possible to make it like a geolocation blocked, or is it has to be only language specific?
Yeah, right now it's language specific because it's more apparent. Like you can exactly see what language a person is using. But if we are making geolocation, it might be not transparent to a lot of people, because from our IP identification, this person could from this place, but he's speaking another language, then the streamer would be quite confused. Like, why is he not seeing my box? Because he is my target audience, like that. So language would be easier to understand. That's why we put.
So I guess the lesson here is just use boxes with caution, because yes, I fully understand that you can gain a lot of viewers from different regions that, for example, just switch the languages. I understand the perspective from the streamer, what Fatal Marine is talking about. So it's unfortunately one of those things that you cannot solve it perfectly, that it will fit, the solution will fit everybody's liking. I see one more question from the chat. Wait, what? Can I draw a Trovo logo? So can he draw a Trovo logo on something like a t-shirt and then wear it on stream? I think you're okay to do that, right?
Definitely.
You can even draw Benz and
Well,
wear Benz.
But just Titanic style, nothing less.
Titanic style? You meant?
Yeah.
Like this? Oh my.
No, never. Okay, never.
With
mind.
Leo behind you, I get it, Benz.
Yeah.
I fully understand. Anyways, guys, wow, this was insane of a stream. I think we're gonna be wrapping this one, guys, up, because we stole a lot of Maggie's time already, and we already got a lot of knowledge and information from her. So once again, just to wrap it up, we talk about the Trovo space, utilization of it, how to reach support, how to use it to your best advantage. We talked about the PK Arena, and we talked about the new upcoming feature in 2 months, around 2 months, is space member level. Maggie, it was a pleasure and an honor to have you as a guest, and I think everybody in the chat also can acknowledge how valuable the stream was to them. And thank you, Maggie, for tuning in and agreeing to being a guest on this show.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine. And yeah, if you have more questions, just reach out to me later. It's totally fine.
Exactly.
And let me send out some gift subs.
Exactly. Make sure to use the support section. Thank you, Maggie, for gifted subs in the chat. Wow, awesome. So generous from you, Maggie. Benz, appreciate you also being here with us. Guys, next Academy stream, it's going to be back to just me and Ben, so we're not going to have a guest, and we're going to be covering Trovo tools. So make sure a week from now, the schedule is going to be posted on the Discord. So if you're watching this on YouTube, there's the Discord link down in the description down below. Join the Trovo Academy official Discord. Check the announcement section. Check the schedule. Make sure to tune in. Listen, even if not for the knowledge, just for the Benz not to be lonely, all right? Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. It was an awesome stream. Thank you again, Maggie, for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of the week, guys, and see you in a week.
See you guys. Thank you for joining in. Thank you, Maggie. See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you all. Have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye.